Let's make a marching band inspired keychain. This was requested by someone and her school colors were black, royal blue, and silver. So of course I had to incorporate those colors with the beads. Start by cutting your bead stringing wire. Place a crimp bead and a jump ring or split ring on the wire. String the wire back through the crimp bead. Move the crimp bead closer to the jump ring. Normally I use a crimping tool for this part, but I'm just using pliers instead to push down on the crimp bead. Now string the beads onto the wire. I've had these fun shaped beads in my bead bin for years and they're the perfect color for this. After you've strung an inch or two of beads, make sure to string the extra wire back through those beads. You might be wondering what I'm doing with this bead strand on a keychain. My idea is to have a beaded loop, and then I'll have two other strands with the miscellaneous instrument charms. Also, I strung about 6 inches worth of beads for this, and made a unique pattern since I had so many different kinds of beads. Once you finish stringing the beads, add a crimp bead and a jump ring, then string the wire back through the crimp bead and the other beads. Press down on the crimp bead with your pliers, or with your crimping tool if you're using that. Cut the extra wire and now the bead strand is complete. Next up, you'll need some chain. I measured about 3 inches and opened the links to get the right amount. Using jump rings and pliers, add charms to the chain. I used 5mm jump rings for this and then various instrument charms. The distance between each charm was different because I spaced them out based off the size of the charms, but for the most part I had about 2 to 3 links between them. For this next part I'm adding another strand, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Start by sliding some beads on an eye pin, then put the eye pin through a 1-step looper to close off the wire. Using a 6mm jump ring, connect a charm to the strand of beads. Next up you'll need a snap hook. You can use a split key ring if you'd rather use that instead. Using jump rings and pliers, add the strands to the snap hook. I put the beads in the middle and then the charm strands on either side of that. But of course you can put them on however you'd like. And here's the finished marching band inspired keychain.